Now, on the fracking question, to the vice president, and this is me as a liberator, she in 2019, when she was running, she said, I'm done with, fracking, we're going to do away with it. You can't say you're going to do away with it. They had her dead to right on that. What you can say as a candidate that I'm not in 2019, I'm not in 2020, and you know what? I changed my mind.
Well, I guess the reality of it is that she reversed herself in 2020. Like that.
No, that's not true. No, she didn't.
But you know,
that's
not
accurate at all.
But you know what?
But it's almost a weak argument. No, stop. It's a lie. Is what it is.
That's CNN host and Democrat MPC Abby Phillips getting demolished by panelists for trying to cover for Kamala Harris. Welcome to Nerk News. I'm Nerkish, and establishment media is still polishing that turd of a presidential debate in an attempt to make Kamala Harris seem competent and honest. Because apparently it wasn't enough to have moderators assist her and set expectations so low that anything better than Biden's incoherent mumbling would be viewed as a success. We're now supposed to believe that she's so popular and charismatic that she's the second coming of Obama or something. Thankfully, Republican Scott Jennings was there to dismantle every single one of these biased talking points.
But here's a fact. He did get pushback from them. They did try to fact check him in real time, but there were numerous questions that she would not answer. And she did tell several lies and got no fact checking. So I think if you're going to lay down a marker that we're going to push back on these candidates, you got to do it to none or you got to do it to both. They asked her directly in the very first question if she thought they had any responsibility for the economic conditions or that people were better off than they were for. And she completely ignored it. They asked her on immigration. Why did you wait until 6 months before the election to do anything? And she completely ignored it. And so fact-checking and Barb's aside, those are the two most important issues in the election. They asked her, she completely ignored them, and they spent all their time going after Trump and didn't follow up on any of that. I thought it was ridiculous.
That's a nice question. So then let's ask about it.
I'm a free market guy, and I think people ought to be able to make money. But it was the Democratic convention that featured numerous speakers saying, and have numerous people who believe that inherently billionaires must have done something bad or immoral or wrong or unethical to become billionaires. But when they come along and they are of some political value, it's fine. But if a billionaire, say, supports a Republican, it's not fine. I'm just asking, what's the right kind of rich person?
It's not this billionaire governor from Illinois.
You know, Scott's not wrong here. I mean, Harris avoided every important question, wasn't fact-checked when she pushed stuff like the fine people on both sides hoax, and for some reason the media's acting like her performance was so fantastic that it actually swayed voters like Taylor Swift, who, by the way, had already previously shown support for Democrats. You know, frankly, outside of something as catastrophic as Biden's dismal debate performance, I'm not even sure debates matter anymore. Regardless, here's the annoying one from The View, saying that because she saw liberal memes on her feed and social media, that means Kamala Harris won and is swaying independent voters.
But we're talking about really what do the small fraction of persuadable voters take away from this, right? And those voters are probably going to vote emotionally, and they're looking for these candidates to reveal themselves, and they're not going to see this the way that we do in a pundit
something
class,
that I've seen today that I've barely ever seen after a debate. People laughing at a candidate, not with a candidate. There were so many memes, there were so many TikToks today, there was so much coverage. No. There was so much coverage.
But that's curated to you in your feed, right?
Well, I mean, there was people
that might have been the situation
that were shooting folks at bars, folks at debate watches, listening to Donald Trump and bursting out in laughter.
Normal people are not at a debate watch party, though. A swing voter who's probably not that invested in politics is not at a debate watch party. That's
which is probably
abnormal behavior.
Don't you think maybe that swing voter is getting some of the memes of Donald Trump being laughed at?
I'm sure there are memes on the other side, too.
What liberal Kamala Harris said.
You know, I noticed liberal women are really obsessed with the impact of memes determining elections. You saw this with Dana Bash and Tom Cotton when she said that Russian memes are a serious issue. And I think one of the reasons they're so obsessed with it is liberals, and particularly liberal women, are incredibly motivated by group consensus. They're not motivated by principles or objective truth. They're worried about memes of people laughing at their political candidates and how that makes them feel. But here's the thing, Trump supporters have already been through the ringer. They've been called every name in the book. An independent voter would be aware of the stigma establishment media places on Trump. So call me crazy, but I don't think memes are gonna sway them if they're considering voting for him. But let me know what you think. Do debates even matter anymore? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!